Most PEMF mat reviews online are basically sales pitches. At Perfect PEMF, my goal is different. I want to help you cut through the marketing hype so you can make a smarter buying decision. I'm Larry Phelps, and to spend more time testing devices rather than filming videos, I use a digital avatar of myself for many of these reviews. In today's video, we're taking a close look at BEMER PEMF mat, covering the technology, performance, pros and cons, and whether it actually delivers real value for the price. Let's get into it. The BEMER, probably one of the most heavily marketed PEMF devices in the world. This company built a massive distributor network over the years, and a lot of these systems ended up in chiropractic offices and wellness clinics. There's definitely strong brand recognition here. But today we're not talking about marketing. We're looking at the actual specs and whether the performance justifies the price. And honestly, this one may surprise some people. First, intensity. 0.035 Gauss. That is extremely low. In fact, it's one of the weakest magnetic field strengths on this entire list. For comparison, many modern PEMF mats operate at several Gauss, sometimes even double-digit Gauss output. Now, BEMER supporters will argue that their waveform technology matters more than raw intensity, and that's fair to mention. But if we're strictly evaluating measurable field strength, this scores 1 star. There's just no way around it. Now let's talk coil count. This is where BEMER performs much better. 16 coils is excellent. That gives very broad and even body coverage across the mat. From an engineering standpoint, the coil distribution here is impressive and deserves full marks. Next, therapies. This is a PEMF-only system. No infrared heat, no photon therapy, no gemstone layers, no additional wellness features. That simplicity may appeal to some users, but compared to newer multifunction mats on the market, it feels limited. 3 stars. Now here's the part that really shocked me. 6 months, on a device that costs around $4,200. Honestly, that is extremely difficult to justify. At this price level, most consumers would expect at least a few years of protection. A 6-month warranty raises concerns about long-term value and buyer confidence. This absolutely gets 1 star. Return policy next. 30 days earns 2 stars. It's acceptable, but again, for such an expensive wellness device, I think buyers should have more time to evaluate results before committing. And now overall value. For me, this is where the numbers become hard to ignore. Yes, BEMER has brand recognition. Yes, they have a large professional network. But when you compare the raw specifications, warranty, and price against many newer PEMF systems available today, the value simply doesn't hold up very well. Personally, I think the Healthy Line Jet Mat gives consumers substantially more for their money. Final verdict, BEMER may be one of the most recognizable names in PEMF, but recognition alone does not equal performance. Excellent coil distribution helps this system, but the extremely low intensity, short warranty, and very high price make it difficult to recommend purely on value. That's my full breakdown of this mat. If this helped you cut through the noise and get closer to a decision, hit the like button. It takes 1 second, and it tells me this kind of in-depth review is worth making more of. And if you want to stay on top of the latest PEMF mat reviews and comparisons, subscribe and hit the bell. I'm constantly testing new devices so you don't have to. Now, if you're still in research mode and haven't settled on a mat yet, I've got you covered. I've linked a video above reviewing the top 30 PEMF mats on the market right now. That's a great place to start if you want the full picture. Or if you prefer to do your own side-by-side comparison, head over to perfectpemf.com. There's an interactive comparison table there where you can filter and compare all 30 mats in one place. Specs, features, price, all of it. Thanks for watching. I'm Larry Phelps, and I'll see you in the next one.